WWE rumors on The Rock vs. Roman Reigns, Kazuchika Okada. Cena talks WrestleMania 40. Despite plenty of talk regarding a potential match against undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, The Rock reportedly hasn't committed to competing at WrestleMania 40 yet. According to Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer Radio, he slashed to Satyajit Mukherjee of Ringside News. The Rock wants to compete at this year's WrestleMania, but it is not a done deal as of yet. Meltzer added that some are interested in potentially doing Reigns versus The Rock at the next event in Saudi Arabia, but The Rock's preference is for the match to occur at WrestleMania. After it was announced Tuesday that The Rock was named to the board of directors for TKO Group Holdings, he appeared on ESPN's First Take and discussed the possibility of wrestling Reigns. The Rock said there is a chance the match happens and noted that if they clash at WrestleMania, it will make for the biggest WrestleMania of all time. The Great One went on to add that he is a long gamer who wants to build toward the match and tell a great story, which led to speculation that he may be eyeing the match at a later date rather than WrestleMania 40. While The Rock didn't get into any specifics, the way he was talking suggested he could be content to potentially do the match at WrestleMania 41 rather than WrestleMania 40. That would allow for a proper build, and it would also pave the way for Cody Rhodes to have his rematch against Reigns after losing to the Tribal Chief in the main event of WrestleMania 39. Everyone would be satisfied if WWE did the Reigns vs. Rhodes rematch followed by Reigns vs. The Rock the following year, and The Rock could even get involved at WrestleMania 40 in order to set the stage for WrestleMania 41. It sounds as though WrestleMania 40 is still on the table for The Rock vs. Reigns. However, that decision will likely have to be made soon with WrestleMania only a little over 2 months away. While Kazuchika Okada is officially set to leave New Japan Pro Wrestling, with his contract expiring at the end of the month, it isn't yet known where he will go next. According to Fightful Select, Nikunj Walia of Ringside News, rumors that surfaced this week regarding Okada signing with WWE and reporting to NXT are very premature. Sources indicated that Okada is early in his process of deciding where he will sign with both WWE and AEW, believing they are in the running to sign the Rainmaker. New Japan announced last week that Okada would leaving the promotion on January 31, and Okada later confirmed his departure. As the two biggest wrestling promotions, it comes as little surprise that WWE and AEW are both reportedly vying for a star of Okada's caliber. Both WWE and AEW can likely make the 7-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion a significant financial offer, so Okada's choice may come down to other factors. He has already made a handful of appearances for AEW and has worked with several members of the roster. Also, AEW may be able to offer him the opportunity to continue living in Japan. Okada would likely have to relocate to the United States in order to sign with WWE, but doing so would allow him to work for the unquestioned top company and to have several never-before-seen dream matches. Whatever the case, one of the biggest stars in wrestling is set to make a major move, and more eyes will be on him whether he signs with WWE or AEW. WWE legend John Cena suggested this week that he isn't sure if he will be available for WrestleMania 40. During an interview with Monica Cizavit-Solis of ET Online, Cena said the following when asked about potentially wrestling or appearing on the grandest stage of them all. "I don't know if I'll be free that weekend, but it is a weekend, and movies don't typically shoot on the weekends. But when I say I'm done in WWE, they say never, and a lot of people retire and then make surprising comebacks. I'm just being honest with myself. There's such a phenomenal new generation of talent now. It's time to pass the electrifying torch onto those who can be there every day." Rhodes and Punk laid the groundwork for their feud this past Monday on Raw. It was the most gripping, intense segment on Raw in nearly a decade. Punk was at his absolute best on the microphone and Rhodes, who started slowly but built momentum, showed range on the mic that he has never before displayed. While this is not the main event against Reigns, it is a program that should keep Rhodes red hot. The possibility exists that this match could be even more compelling than the main event, and defeating Punk would be a massive victory for Rhodes. This leaves Money in the Bank contract holder Damian Priest in a difficult spot. If Rollins is defending the belt at WrestleMania, when is Priest supposed to cash in? But other high-profile opponents still exist, particularly Randy Orton, AJ Styles, LA Knight, and even Finn Balor, depending on the direction Judgment Day takes in the coming weeks. Rhea Ripley against Becky Lynch is another outstanding match for WrestleMania 40. Bayley is the most deserving star on that roster for a Royal Rumble win/prime WrestleMania spot, and her time is coming. A major card is necessary for an event like WrestleMania 40. Rock Roman will garner the headlines, especially from mainstream networks, but there is also an exceptional set of matches that will ensure this is one of the most memorable WrestleManias of all time. The most exciting event in pro wrestling, at least for me, is the Royal Rumble. Money in the Bank is full of excitement and has its own charm, but the Rumble has history and built-in, almost immediate stakes with the title shot at WrestleMania. And as we learned at WrestleMania XI, not WWE's finest hour. But that's a discussion for another day. Not every Rumble winner is destined to take the title at WrestleMania. The Rumble is also perfect for some side bets. I've been in one Rumble pool for the past 7 years, and it adds even more excitement to the night. For a $20 buy-in, everyone gets a number, and there is a chance to win in a variety of ways. The prizes are first place for either of the Rumbles, second, third, and fourth, as well as for the Ironman/Ironwoman, most eliminations, and fastest eliminated. The Rock received offers from other companies before his return to WWE as a board member of TKO Group Holdings. In a huge announcement on Tuesday, the Great One was named as a member of the board of directors for TKO. It's the parent company of WWE following its merger with the UFC back in September. He reportedly received $30 million worth of TKO stock, as per an SEC filing. The former WWE champion also received full ownership of his ring name, which was previously controlled by the company. His appointment as a board member came at a time when he was rumored to be facing Roman Reigns in a match for the title of head of the table. In an interview with CNBC, The Rock discussed how other companies have offered him places on their boards in the past. He waited for the right company to say yes to, and TKO was the perfect one, considering his legacy in WWE. Dwayne Johnson doesn't only have a successful wrestling and acting career. His resume as a businessman is also top-notch, with his production company 7 Bucks Productions. Brands like Termana Tequila and Zoe Energy, his partnership with Under Armour for Project Rock, and being one of the owners of the United Football League. The Rock rang the bell at the New York Stock Exchange on Tuesday following the announcement of his inclusion on the board for TKO Group Holdings. Several board members of TKO were there, including Executive Chairman Vince McMahon. McMahon, who was no longer sporting a mustache, released a statement regarding Dwayne Johnson's appointment to the board of directors of WWE's parent company. Would you like to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40? Share your answers in the comments section below. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.